Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are talking about one of the most powerful moments I have ever witnessed in a relationship session. It was a moment of clarity, dignity, and emotional maturity. Honestly, it stayed with me for a long time, and I believe it has the power to change the course of many relationships. During a session, one partner turned to the other and said something incredibly important. She looked calm, steady, and grounded. No yelling, no blame, no defensiveness. She simply said, I see that. You don't respect me, but I respect myself. And because I respect myself, I will no longer allow you to disrespect me. Take a moment and let that sink in. That sentence was not about ego. It was not about revenge. It was about self worth and boundaries. It was about choosing dignity over silence and inner strength over emotional chaos. Now, here is the context. Her partner had been disrespecting them repeatedly, even in this session. That partner mocked the personality, criticized her appearance, made jokes about her thoughts, and dismissed her feelings. And apparently, this had been happening through the entire relationship. However, that day, the person who had been the target of those attacks finally drew a line, a quiet, firm, respectful line, and I loved it. Not because conflict is fun and because someone won. I loved it because that moment represented a turning point, a move toward emotional health, a declaration of personal boundaries. Here is the key message today. Because I respect myself, I will not allow you to disrespect me. Such a powerful sentence, right? Now, let us talk about how to apply this idea in real life because boundaries are not just words, they are a structure, a process. There are two steps. You can't skip the first one. Firstly, fulfill your relationship responsibilities. If you want your partner to treat you with respect, you must also show up as a respectful, responsible partner. If you act like you are single, avoid responsibilities, dismiss your partner's needs, or ignore shared commitments, then yes, criticism will appear automatically. When we don't participate in the relationship fully, we leave space for negative dynamics. Sometimes partners criticize because they feel unheard, unsupported, or alone in their relationship. So, what they do? First, we must ask ourselves honestly, am I behaving like a partner? Am I fulfilling my emotional and practical responsibilities in this relationship? Am I communicating, showing effort, being fair? When we are doing our part, our request for respect becomes strong and legitimate. Girls, if you liked the video, please hit the like button. And step 2, draw the line when the behavior is abuse, not feedback. Now, here's the crucial distinction. The person in this session was fulfilling her responsibilities. The disrespect she experienced was not about teamwork, communication gaps, or shared goals. It was about humiliation, about pulling the other person down to feel powerful, about psychological poking, provoking, and belittling. We need to understand this difference. Constructive feedback says, I feel neglected when you ignore my calls. Disrespect says, you are useless. You never do anything right. Constructive feedback says, can we talk about how we share responsibilities? We can talk about this. Disrespect says, your ideas are stupid. Why do you always think like that? One builds a relationship, the other destroys it. When someone repeatedly attacks your personality, mocks your body, dismisses your feelings, or belittles your thoughts, that is not communication, girls. That is emotional harm. And here's a question for you. Have you ever allowed someone to talk to you like that because you didn't want conflict, because you hoped they would change on their own, because you thought this is just how they are? It's normal. If yes, you're not alone. Many people tolerate disrespect out of fear, loyalty, love, or confusion. However, tolerance of disrespect slowly erodes self esteem and emotional safety. And emotional safety is the foundation of every healthy relationship. So, when disrespect happens, the boundary must be clear, calm, and firm. No shouting, no insults, no mirror aggression. Real strength is quiet. Say something like, please don't attack my personality or my physical appearance. I will not accept that. I want a respectful conversation. I'm asking you to stop belittling my feelings. You don't have to agree with me, but you can't insult me. I'm giving you one clear request: no mocking, no humiliation. I respect you and I expect the same. Calm, respectful. Dignity does not need volume, and if the disrespect continues, you add consequences. If you keep insulting me, I will leave this conversation. If you continue talking to me this way, I will step away and return when we can talk calmly. Notice something important. You are not attacking, you are protecting. That this is a difference. What if they say, you can't say that to me? Sometimes when you set a boundary, the other person might resist. They may say, oh, no, you think you are perfect. You are being dramatic. You can't talk to me like that. A calm response might be, I'm not attacking you. I'm protecting myself. If it's a good behavior, then you should not mind me returning it to you. If it is a bad behavior, then why are you giving it to me? That statement is powerful. It reflects disrespect back without becoming disrespectful. What about escalation or aggression? If a partner tries to intimidate you physically or emotionally, the stance change. We don't debate aggression, we protect ourselves. If you rely on physical strength or intimidation, I will rely on my legal and personal rights. I will protect my safety. A relationship cannot survive fear. Love does not grow in fear, it grows in respect. A relationship without respect becomes heavy, painful, and hostile over time. You deserve a relationship that feels safe, supportive, and dignified. When you draw healthy boundaries with calm clarity, you are not breaking the relationship. You are giving it a chance to become healthier. And if the other person refuses to respect boundaries, then you are learning something valuable about the reality of the relationship. Let me ask you, have you been tolerating disrespect because you hope things will magically fix themselves? Do you believe deep down that you deserve emotional safety? Are you ready to speak from self respect rather than fear? Your dignity matters, girls. Your voice matters. Your emotional health matters. Boundaries are not walls, they are doors. They let love in, they keep harm out. Take care, stay strong, and respect yourself enough to protect your peace.